Hi, I'm Dr. Kirk Day. I wanted to take a couple of moments today and talk to you about self-esteem. As a professional psychologist, I can tell you that nothing precipitates a person needing counseling more than having low self-esteem. Unfortunately, the reality of the world is that very few of us get through our childhood without experiencing some damage of one form or another. Typically, there's a parent or a peer or any other person that's important to us in our lives who may have been critical or judgmental of us growing up. Typically what happens is this then causes us to create a sub-personality that echoes the voices and the sentiments of those people. Now, I'm not talking about multiple personality. It's still the same person, but it's that persistent voice in the back of our head that's usually commenting on our abilities, our competencies, our worth, and our accomplishments. Now, there's a real irony in having a critical voice, because the truth is the critic is there actually to try to keep us safe. Now, I know it seems paradoxical why or how a voice that's very critical of us could try to keep us safe. The reason behind this is that the critical voice actually believes that we are flawed and not good enough. And it believes that because we're so flawed, no one else could ever accept us or find us lovable. Therefore, it creates this high level of expectation and high standard of performance that it says we have to achieve in order to hide our inadequacies and inferiorities and give us the best chance of being liked and approved of by other people. Of course, the problem with the critic is his methodology. You see, the critic thinks that it's going to motivate us to do well and cover up our inferiorities by telling us how incompetent we are. It's kind of like the football coach that tries to motivate his team by telling his players that they play like a bunch of girls and that the other team is so much better than them. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. Now, pop psychology will tell us a lot about self-esteem. It wants to tell us that we should feel good about ourselves on our own, that my value and worth should come from my own opinion of me. Well, I have a little bit of a problem with that because, number one, I am an imperfect person and I am flawed. And so I really don't want to rely on myself for my own mental health. Instead, I think the best thing we should do is have God esteem. You see, God knows us, all of the warts, all the number of hairs on our head, all of our good qualities, and all of our imperfections. And through His grace, He tells us that we are unequivocally sufficient for Him. See, God is really the only person that has the right or has the authority to judge us and decide if we are good enough or not. And you know what? The verdict is already in. Christ has already died for you. Henry Nouwen once said that it's foolish for Christians to seek from other people something that only God can provide for them. If you find yourself struggling to determine where your worth and value comes from, give me a call at Middletown United Methodist Church Counseling Center. That number is 894-9380. Thanks for listening and have a blessed day.